Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hot Rod Dad channel. Glad you came. Hope you stay. Like, subscribe, comment, share, etc., etc. Finally, I'm getting a little time this weekend. I haven't been to any car shows the past couple of weeks, and I'm finally getting some time to catch up on my yard work and do some things around here, including cleaning the shop up. Yesterday, I actually went to an estate sale and scored 3 big number 97 Stromberg carburetors. So that was a pretty cool deal. But I have a backlog of footage from all the cool shows that I've been to here lately. And I'm just now getting started wading through that stuff. So this week's video is going to be from the Spring Redneck Rumble in Lebanon, Tennessee. If you have never been to this show, it is unlike any other around here. So check it out. Check out some of the cars. Lots of cool hot rods, customs, rat rods, just about anything and everything that you can find. A lot of people go and camp all weekend long. So it's kind of like just a big block party and a big family reunion when you go there. So I always have a good time. If you've never been to this show, you need to put it on your agenda. It happens twice a year. They have a spring and fall Redneck Rumble. So look it up. And without further ado, here is my first video from the Spring Redneck Rumble 2023. So I just got here and got parked, and Oscar found me a primo parking place right here. And I'm just tooling around here looking at cool stuff. One thing I like about the Rumble is all these folks drag these cool old campers out, and they just camp here all weekend. Is this your camper, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's
sir.
your name?
Dale Gay.
Good to meet you, Dale.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about this thing.
It's a Playmore name brand, and I got it out of old hunting club. It was all camoed up and all that about 8-9 years ago, and then I carried it home, and of course the limb had fell through the top of it.
Really?
A big oak limb, and that's how I ended up getting it. But
I bet you got a good deal on it.
I did get a real good deal on it, and but it was really rough. When I got home, my wife said, "There's no way I'll ever stay in that thing." So it was so rough. Yes, now she'll stay in it all the time. But anyway, it's between a 58, 59-ish through the middle 60s when they made this style. So it's a
I like the
Playmore.
5 slots.
Yeah, I found them.
Those are
I'm
cool.
always at swap meets like this one, and of course that's probably where these come from years ago. I've been coming this Redneck Rumble for probably 15, 16 years. So
let's take a peek
yeah,
inside.
let's take a look in here. You go ahead and step up in there. It's still got the old ice box in it that you actually put a block of ice in.
So it don't have a refrigerator. You actually have to put a
That's exactly right.
block of ice in there.
And inside there it said a 75-pound block of ice would fit in that box. And of course, ice went in the top, and your eggs and milk went in the bottom. But it has a drain tube and all that in it. But it's got a little small closet in it. That's and again, this is all original stuff. This green and beige, and all the other wood I put in it new. But I took this thing completely down to the floor. This is actually the original floor in this camper.
Nice little sleeping area right here.
Yes, and that turns into a sofa.
It makes a sofa too.
Yes, and this of course
cool.
down at, and that folds down and also makes a bed.
So you can have two beds here.
Yes.
Very nice. I like
That's
all the old original.
Yes, and that's all the original stuff. Then it's all that stuff, all this varnish stuff, wood I put in new. The rest of it I kept it all original.
So you put all the new plywood up there on the.
Yeah. Like I completely stripped it down, redone the frame. This thing's done out of a 1x2, not a 2x2, but 1x2. Real small wood strips.
Oh yeah.
That's how they build them. And,
Are these original to the camper?
That's come off a Falcon, I think.
Falcon.
I think.
Got a little bump out back here in the back. That's cool.
Yep, and that's why I snuck that air conditioner in there, so I can still go to vintage camper shows with it, and it still's vintage because I have a roof airing thing on it, so it's kind of hid. So
that's neat.
And it works good.
And you got hitch back here on the back too.
That's right. I actually hauled my Harley behind this thing.
So you can haul a trailer behind your trailer.
I do. I really do.
Thank you for telling us about your
yes, sir.
camper.
It's nice meeting you, and
very nice rig.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Come back and see us. And there's some easy chairs here. You get tired today, you can come back. Enjoy one.
I'll do it. I've only been here just a few minutes, but I knew at just a glance that this was going to be one of my favorite things here today. Beautiful little 40 Ford coupe. This is a deluxe with a very traditional flame job on it, and it's got just a little bit of metal flake in there, and it is just glistening in the sun. Flawless black paint job otherwise, and it's a straight shift. Got the old school American racing bags on it. Looks like they scored a seat there in the swap meet. Absolutely gorgeous car. I've always loved these. And again, very traditional hot rod louvers on the hood. So within just a few feet of where I parked here just a while ago, I found yet another, what is bound to be one of my favorites here at the show today. This 1931 Model A coupe, and it has got a Chrysler Marine Hemi in it. And in keeping with the Marine theme, these air cleaners that you find on this engine were period correct pieces that you could find on boats back in the day. It's built on a 32 frame with a 32 grill shell. It's got 1935 Ford wire wheels, and it's got the old Firestone big and little bias ply tires on it. Everything about this car is period correct. It's got an old banjo steering wheel in it. It is absolutely old school hot rod, period correct from one end to the other. Absolutely perfect patina on it, and it looks like probably a 35 or 36 dash in there, minus the waterfall right there in the center. Another little period correct accessory is the old beehive style oil filter. And in keeping with the old school theme, it looks like it's got a more drop axle under it right there. You can tell that by the distorted ends right there on it. Absolutely perfect period correct piece right here. Always a ton of good stuff in the swap meet. I always love those porcelain gas station lots. Several old signs at this booth. What really caught my interest was this 34 Ford truck grill. And it looks very solid. And for $975, it ought to be. Tons of period correct pieces here in the swap meet, including this winged drag star intake. Here is a little Model T Roadster pickup. This would be a 1926 or 1927. It's got a really old school look to it. Kind of reminiscent of the Happy Days Roadster pickup, although the Happy Days pickup was a Model A. Not sure what the windshield is from. Looks like it may be from a MG Midget or something like that. It's not original to the car. I'll have to do a little research and find out about that. So here is just a little bit of the redneckery here at the Redneck Rumble. They have got everything on this, probably including the kitchen sink. This thing would be an absolute hoot to ride around on. Anybody that is familiar with Hee Haw or grew up watching Hee Haw knows what that reference is. They've even got their egg basket up here. And the moonshine bottle back there for Granny. They've even got an ironing board on the side here that says Tennessee Hillbilly, y'all. You kill them, we grill them. This is just awesome. There's a whole lot to look at on this, and it looks like it might even be a little roadkill up front here. Look out. Well, here's a bit more of the redneckery here at the show today. A four-wheel drive Firebird. I don't know, but I think it would be a prerequisite to have a mullet if you own this ride. What would you think if you saw your Papa John's order arrive in this rig? Boy, this is one wild custom F100 panel. Got the tilt front hood on it right there. Suicide doors. Looks like this truck may have been done back in the 90s with those graphics on it. Plenty of room for storage back here in the back. Well, you see every kind of camper there is around here, as well as tents like these folks over here. Got a little pop-up over here, and even vintage campers. This one is being hauled behind this neat little Volkswagen. But you see a little bit of everything as far as camping goes around here. There's a little pop-up over here on this little Chevy coupe. You see some of the wildest rides around here at the Rumble, and it's not just cars and trucks. It can be mini bikes, beach cruisers, and even this wild trike right here. Pedal powered, but it looks like it's got plenty of gearing so that you can ride it around here at the fairgrounds. Very cool. There were several companies that made these fiberglass campers, and they're pretty neat. You don't have to worry a whole lot about them leaking. And these are two-piece, and they're seamed right there in the middle. Most notably, probably the one that most everybody has seen is the Scamp. This one is a Trillium, but like I said, there were several manufacturers of those, including Scamp, Trillium, Bowler was one of them. Anyway, there's several of them, but I've seen several of them here at the show. Here is a trio of pretty rowdy hot rods. If you've watched the channel for very long, you know this one I've featured it a time or two. That's my buddy Matt Cox's truck. Here is a little 30s Ford pickup. See if we can ID exactly what year. This would be a 1933 because it does not have the extra wide belt line back there on the back of the cab. It's got a Buick nail head for power. Check out those headers. Those are really cool.
I'm sure you ride around town all the time, in and out, right?
You know, I barely ever drive any of the old cars I got. I've had some crawling out of that.
These guys rolled in from Kentucky this morning. This brings back a ton of memories. I cut my teeth on one of these little Honda XL 75s. This one is a 1982. I can't remember exactly what year mine was, but it was just about like that. And it had the little helmet lock right there where you could hang your helmet on it. Man, that thing was a ton of fun. We put many miles on those bikes. So when I set out to build Oscar with a flatbed, this is one of the trucks that inspired that build and inspired me to build a flatbed. And if you've watched the channel for very long, I've showed this truck on there a time or two, but I just couldn't resist pulling over here beside Bob's truck and just kind of doing a side-by-side comparison of the two and get a couple of pictures just as a memento.
What's up, buddy?
Don't see too many of these little Rambler American wagons around. I'm really digging this one, especially the roof racks on it. It is crusty, but that's cool too. It's got some nice American racing mags on it. This would be a really fun little family cruiser, except that it don't have any interior in it except for the front seat. So the last time I showed you all this van, it was still kind of under construction. Well, I don't know if under construction would be the proper terminology. It was on the road, but it was not finished inside. Well, it's finished now, and I really dig all the period correct antiques they got in here. Got very psychedelic fabric on the door panels right there. And inside here we've got lava lamp, and we've got all kinds of period correct toys and stuff. Just Americana on the inside here. Love the Keep On Trucking poster over there.
Straight down that road. Straight down there.
There's more period correct psychedelic stuff on the inside of the cab right here. The bomber buckets is not what I would have thought to have put in there, but they work. They really look nice in there. In between the seats, you got a case there with all the 8-track tapes, and up there on the dash, an 8-track player. You got all the psychedelic graphics here on the side, and period correct Krager SS wheels. One thing I enjoy about the Redneck Rumble is all the unusual bikes, mini bikes, beach cruisers, and just small displacement, small bore mayhem in general. Right here is no exception. This is an old Ducati bike. Don't see too many of those around. Here's some more small displacement shenanigans going on over here. Entirely wooden frame built, I don't know what you call it, jalopy, go-kart, whatever. Looks like fun to me. I really like this little mini bike. Using a small motorcycle front fork, and it looks like the frame is all custom built. Got some horseshoes right there for footrest. Looks like a fun little ride. Here's a really nice combo. Got a little canned ham back there in the back. But I really like the tow rig. Here is a trio of really cool hot rods. Got a 30 or 31 Model A over there, heavily chopped on a 32 frame. And right here we've got a 26 or 27 Model T coupe. And both are heavily hammered as far as the chop goes. Lots of unique little tidbits on this one. Check out those headlights. I'm not sure what those started out like as, but they're really cool. And we got a grenade up here for a radiator cap. And looks like we're Hemi powered in this one. No, what is that? I see. No, not Hemi. That looks like a small block Chevy Incognito. But it is heavily chopped. Like I said, I don't think I could even get in and out of that thing. But it sure is cool to look at. Also, he built this Plymouth over here. And I'm not sure what year this is exactly. But again, it's done in a fenderless style. I kind of dig it. And the same fella built the little Teardrop camper right over here. And that, I think, is my favorite thing. Let's go over here and take a little closer peek at it. Got a little kitchen back here in the back. Just enough space to throw a cooler and a grill in there. And very sparse interior, just basically a mattress and a door on either side, some cabinetry up here, and you know, that's all you need, just the basics when you come to the Rumble. You can just camp all weekend, and shiny aluminum exterior right there. Awesome little camper.
Y'all get out there and feel something.
That's right.